Hey guys, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Stagz to Riches here on Football Manager 2022. We are starting Season 3. Season 1 ended a bit of a damp squib, to be honest. We didn't get promoted, we didn't even challenge for promotion in the end, and my job was on the line for a brief moment. But Season 2, we got off to a roaring start thanks to some pretty smart recruitment over the summer, and also some tactical tweaks to match the squad a little bit better, and we stormed to victory. We not only got promoted, but we won the league, which, considering it seems St Albans City reserves tend to dominate that league, so for us to get promoted, big deal. And we are now in the Spartan South Midlands League Division 1. They don't like making these league titles easy to not to pronounce. They're very easy to pronounce. Not very easy to say or remember. Last season, we were in the Hearts Senior County League Premier Division. Now we're in the Spartan South Midlands League Division 1. Can we not shorten those, guys? Can we not? I mean, it's because the divisions get more and more regional as you go down the English pyramid. It's not like the Premier League where you got a team up in the northeast, Newcastle, and you got a team down on the south coast at Brighton and Southampton, of course. So yeah, it's a bit of a regional thing, so they have to be very specific about where that league is based. So in this case, South Midlands League, and then the South Midlands League has multiple divisions, and we are in Division 1 of that. Anyway, before I give you a whole Football League history of England, let's talk about the league we're in. So we've got some pretty big teams in this league. We've got Amersham Town, we've got Ampthill, probably pronounced that wrong, Bedford, Buckingham Athletic, Buckingham United, there's a bit of a local derby going on there, Enfield Borough, us of course, Letchworth, London Tigers. Those of you who've watched these Hatfield series on my channel for a while now, you'll recognise some of these teams, especially teams like London Tigers and MK Irish, because we have played them before. There are a couple of new names on the list as well, but ultimately it's pretty much same old. In terms of our recruitment then, so I mentioned at the top of this video, our recruitment last season drove us to victory. Hopefully our recruitment this season will help us to victory as well. In terms of returning players, in fact, this entire list is made up of returning players. Zach Argent, Oscar Egbo, Yusuf Bartuk, Ethan Hughes and Caden Marks have all returned to the Stagz from Cornard, Balham, Lanehead, Old Wolfrunians and Woolstanton United respectively. I'm very happy to have these guys over the line, especially Hughes and Marks, because we were a little bit short in the old centre-back department. Egbo and Bartuk are back to help shore up the midfield, and then Argent back at left-back, where I think he will be first choice, actually. Excuse me if I'm cracking my knuckles in the background as well. I don't know why I do that. It's a really bad habit. Andy Morris and Nigel Kwarkapum have left, sadly. Morris leaving was a bit of a blow, because I was, again, short in the centre-back department, so that didn't help things out, although we've done a nice 2-for-1 here, which is awesome. We did make some signings last season as well. Introducing you to them, I'm trying to think where we went from. I think Durl was the last signing that you guys saw on camera. So first up, we got Adam Mills, left winger. He's going to sort of alternate. Him and Durl are going to alternate on that left-hand side. Mills can also play in midfield, central midfield, and he can also play left midfield as well if necessary. But ultimately, he is a left attacking midfielder, and that is where he will play. Now, I've been watching Zealand's video on the Moneyball principle, and I am going to start using that because one of the rules of this series was Moneyball. We're going to bring in players based on their stats, not necessarily on their star rating or their value or anything like that. Excuse me. I think the first instance that I am going to use that principle is for our current squad. I want to find out, who's best at set pieces, who's best at, expected goals, that kind of thing. So although it's a very useful tool for going out and scouting, I think the first thing I want to do is get a grip on my own players and find out who's best in what areas. So I will need to rewatch the video. I need to download the spreadsheet and all that stuff, but it is coming. So look forward to that if that's your thing. If you're not interested in stats, if you just want to see the matches, that's absolutely fine as well. I will try and keep those two things separate as much as possible, so there's something for everyone. But ultimately, a player like Mills, this would be a perfect opportunity to use it. Because if you look at his stats, crossing is terrible. It's a 4. Dribbling 7. First touch 7. Passing 4. So he doesn't look like that decent a winger. But when I play him, he is very good at running to the back post and getting on the ball and scoring from crosses. You know, he's got pretty decent work rate. 6 out of 20 is not the best, but it's also not terrible. Off the ball, he's got a 9. Aggression and flair, both 13. His pace and his stamina and his acceleration is where he stands out for me. Because again, one of the things I'm looking to do in this series is discover hidden gems. And he is definitely one of those right now. He is getting towards his peak. He's 27 right now. So he won't be around forever. But right now, he's a good signing to have. And a good opportunity for us to shore up the winger department. Because Derl can now play for us. He couldn't last season because he'd already played for 2 clubs. So these 2 here alternating is perfect. We have also got players, of course, like Motoko. And forgetting the names of all of my players. Who else can play on the left-hand side? Do you know what? I actually can't remember, but we'll come to that in a second. Evan Garnett up front. Again, he will alternate with Onwuachu in the striker role. He's got a finishing of 8, which is about the same as Onwuachu's. First touch of 6, heading of 7, technique of 7, acceleration of 11. And again, that's where he stands out for me. He's more of a poacher than anything else, although I do play him as an advanced forward, I believe, sometimes as well. 29 years old, so again, he's not a young up-and-comer. I mean, he's the same age as me, so I've got to be careful what I say here, because, you know, 29 is old or young, depending on what context you put it in. I always think it's young. Please don't say I'm old. Pace of 10. Just smack my desk for some reason. Pace of 10, which again is good with the acceleration of 11. I wish I had that acceleration and pace, believe me. Agility is also pretty good for a striker. He's 6'2"-ish, sort of 6'1.5", I would say, which means he's pretty decent in the air as well. And you know, heading of 7 certainly works in his favour, and a jumping reach of 9. So he's a good one to have around as well. Again, he'll be alternating throughout the season. This is one I'm excited about. Kiernan Hughes-Mason. Anyone who supports hashtag, you will know who Kiers is. He's the reserve manager, but he also plays in the first team on the wings and up front. I kind of signed him because I knew who he was, to be fair. I've managed him on Football Manager before, even before hashtag. And I think he's a very, very good, versatile utility player for us to bring in at this point in our save here. So he's 31. He can play both wings. I predominantly have played him on the right-hand side during pre-season. He has got pretty decent stats, actually. Finishing of 8, dribbling of 7, first touch of 8, passing of 7, technique of 8, which for a winger role is pretty good. Crossing, again, 4, so it's a bit like Mills. Not the best, but not terrible. He's still got decent pace and acceleration despite his age. 11 acceleration, 10 pace. Natural fitness is also high. Stamina not as high, but because he's more of the experienced head, he knows he's not going to be running up and down the wing all match. So, you know, stamina of 8 isn't the worst thing ever. And we'll accommodate our tactics. Sorry, we'll tweak our tactics to accommodate him. So he won't be expected to run up and down the wing all the time. But yeah, really happy to have him in. Really good tutor for the youngsters as well. Patrick Madge. Murray left at the end of last season. Unfortunately, we will work to try and bring him back, of course, but right now he has gone. So this is his replacement. Joined us from Woking. Steamish fans look away now. But yeah, he could play sweeper keeper and goalkeeper. Very good stats. Punching of 15, reflexes of 11, rushing out tendency of 14. Yeah, make of that what you will. Throwing not great, but at this level, you're not really throwing it out. Like, I tell them to roll it out, and that's fine. Doesn't really come under the throwing. I think that comes under more passing than anything. Although, again, his passing is only 4. But he has played very well in pre-season, so I'm not too worried about that. He's also only 18, so he's got quite a lot of learning still to do, so those stats will improve. Nathan Williams on loan. This is basically fulfilling a promise that I made to the squad. So they wanted me to shore up the attack a little bit more, strengthen our attackers. And I'd already brought in Garnett at this point, so I couldn't use him to tick that box. So I just went out and loaned in a couple of strikers. We did run out of strikers briefly last season. We had a little bit of a striker blip. That's when I had to play Shaki Innocent up front, which, to be fair, he did well. He scored on his debut. But one thing that did tell me is it's nice to have some backup. So he's on loan from Wolfrunians. Wolfrunians. God, that's not an easy name to say either. But yeah, finishing of 11. I'm excited about that. He's also got pace of 8, acceleration of 9. He's more of a sort of stand in the box and score kind of thing. Target forward, poacher. He's not that tall though, so I wouldn't put him down as a target forward. I think I've been playing him more as a poacher. What is that? He's what, 5'8"? There or thereabouts. Only 18. I don't think he's going to have a growth spurt, but he might have a stats boost as he develops. I'm going to come to this guy last. So we've got Michael Makengo, who's also a striker. Basically, he's a Williams Mark II. He's taller. He's 6'2". He's faster. Actually, is he faster? I don't know if he is faster, but he's just, his finishing's better. His first touch is good. He could play as a poacher and a target forward, and I will be playing him as a target forward more than a poacher, I would reckon. He's joined us on loan from Punjab United. Thank you, Punjab, for letting us borrow what is a very good striker, and I'm very happy that he's here. Although he's only got a heading of 5, so hopefully that improves. That's something that we can train into him, though, so I'm not too upset there. Also 18, so plenty of room to develop. Now we've got Joel Anker, who joined us on a free transfer from MK Dons, and so far he's more of an anchor with a W in front. In all honesty, he has been a massive pain in the arse. I made some promises to him, as you do when you try and sign a player of this caliber, and I thought I'd fulfilled those promises, but apparently he didn't think so. So I signed Anker before I brought in those 2 strikers on loan, and he wanted the attack to be strengthened as well. He's not happy. For some reason he's not happy. But he's an exceptionally good midfielder. He's got passing of 15, first touch of 8, technique of 8. He's not the fastest. He's only got a pace of 7, but he's got a natural fitness of 15. So he's basically like a Lee Hammond type character where he will move around the pitch a lot. He might not move the fastest, but he will cover every blade of grass if you want him to, which I kind of do. He's got a determination of 15, decisions of 11, leadership of 11, teamwork of 11. He's a very, very good player to have in the middle of the pitch. Just he's an absolute person when it comes to his happiness. But we'll work on that as we go, I'm sure. In terms of outgoings, this is the list, full list here. You can see the ones who've left last season, like Egbo, who's now come back. We've also got Hughes, who's now come back. Marks, who's now come back. I'm still working on some of these other guys. I'd love to bring Murray back at the end of the season or partway through the season if he's willing to come back. Why does Motoko... Oh, is it not... Oh, it's Maswala that I've still got. Sorry, Motoko left. Yes, I will try and bring Motoko back as well, though, because he would be useful to have around. Hammond, definitely. You got to have him back. He's club captain. Mansfield, both Vieiras. Now, Andre Grant is actually retired. Like, he's gone completely, which is a shame because I wanted to bring him in as a coach, but I can't even approach him. So he left, he went and joined Basildon, and then he just retired at the end of the season when he left Basildon, which is really, really sad. So we have lost our first player permanently now, Andre Grant, who... He didn't play much for us. He played 15 games for us, which actually, over 2 seasons, that's not bad. No goals for us. He did score 3 in 12 for Basildon, though, so he found a second wind. But yeah, sad that he's not going to be around in the game anymore. But his history is going to be saved as part of this save. So he will always be a part of what we did here at Hatfield Town. Right, yeah, first game. That's what we're going into now. So we got our first game of the season. I need to make sure, that the match plan, excuse me, there we go. Match plan is off. We're going to do things blind. Here we go then. So these are the changes it's suggesting we make. I'm actually going to reset the team anyway from scratch, so it doesn't matter. Let's do this then. So clear, entire team selection. So we're going to start off with Madge in goal. I'm going to say Madge. It's probably not Madge. It's probably like May or Marge or something like that. But I'm going to call him Madge. If I'm wrong, I apologise. Someone let me know. I will change it. But for now, it's Madge. Halavac is going to play at right back. We're then going to have Argent, wherever he is. There he is. At left back. We've got Jones, left centre back, somewhere around here. There he is. Torres, right centre back. And then in midfield, we're going to have Anker on the left. Set to central midfield on support. That's fine. Right midfield, right central midfield, I should say, is going to be, there he is, Sam Downs. Set to ball winning midfield. Oops. Clicking all the wrong things. Ball winning midfielder, which he can also do. Lovely stuff. Grimes is going to be on the... Actually, is Grimes going to be on the bench? Yeah, Grimes is going to be on the bench because he's a bit of a huffer at the moment as well. So I don't really want him starting if he's just going to be annoyed all the time. Makengo is actually going to start because you can see on Watch he's picked up a little bit of a knock. He's got a broken wrist, so I've got him playing through it right now, but I also don't want him playing every match. if I can help it. Because, you know, when you've got a broken wrist, you can wear a protective cast, sure, but it still hurts like hell. So, yeah, we're going to look after him. We're going to start Durl on the left. And we're going to start Hughes Mason on the right. Now, I would like to bring in another right winger just as cover. We've got Maswala who can play there, and we've got Carter who can play there. But ultimately, I would prefer to have a permanent signing in that role as well. Bench is going to be Hilton. Marks or Hughes? I'm going to go Marks because he's just come back. And then we're going to have Egbo. Actually, are we? No. I think we're going to have Grimes, definitely. And then probably Carter. And then someone, either Maswala or Onwuachu. Or we could just have Garnett. I'm going to put Garnett in. The fact that I'm undecided right now speaks volumes. But we're playing 2 matches today, actually, so I need to get a move on. Whoever's not playing in this game, I'm probably going to rotate and bring them in for the next game. So it's all good. Let's play. Got a couple players lacking fitness. We've got 14 players who are unfamiliar with the tactic, considering there are only 16 players in our matchday squad. That's slightly concerning, but it is what it is. I'm going to put the old headset on here now so I can hear what's going on the pitch. There we go. Favourites for a reason. Are we? I'm a little bit nervous going into this season because some of our squad are a little lacking still. But hopefully, if we can get off to a good start, then I'm not going to be too worried. Let's put this on key and hope that we do get some highlights still. And yeah, Season 3 is underway officially. That guy has got the mohawkest mohawk I think I've ever seen. That is Arturo Vidal playing in midfield for them. Look at him. Wow. And to be honest, I in my days watching Stevenage in non-league and watching Hatfield as well, you do get some prima donna looking footballers who think they're Ronaldo. They've got, you know, the neon green boots and all that stuff. And they are always the worst player on that team. By far. They are the worst. The absolute worst. So we'll see how well Fenton gets on here with his incredible haircut and his Etonian surname. Good interception there by Makengo. I don't mind my strikers coming back and helping out there. We've got the dynamic wings and the cam to make up for that. We're kind of just passing the ball around the midfield a little bit at the moment. There's Hughes Mason though. We are driving forward now. Stops and turns. Passes it back to Halavac. Inside to Downs. Ball over the top. Makengo running onto it. Makengo's shot. Makengo's goal. I think the flag was up there though. Yes, it was. That's unfortunate. Good finish, to be fair. Not very often you'd see a target man running in behind like that. Down to the ball. That's actually very, very tight. Look at those 2 lines. On another day, I could see that given. And the officials do make mistakes in this game. People forget that sometimes. The referee and the linesman, outside of VAR leagues, they do make mistakes. It is programmed into the game. So, for all we know, Lino made a mistake there. You never know. At this level, you tend to have a representative from the team sometimes running the line. So, perhaps a little bit of bias there as well. But it is what it is. We're coming up to half-time then. We've had our chances. 9 shots, 3 on target. They've had 3 and 1. So, we're times 3 in all departments there. 59% possession. But, as of right now, no goals. I'm going to say I'm not happy, which is true. I think we should have made more... Not so much more chances, but we should be taking our chances a little bit better. I have also noticed that Kinnan Hughes Mason there has picked up a small knock. Does it say what it is? Potential groin injury, yes. We're going to bring Carter on for the second half. Just a little bit more youth on that line, a bit more dynamicism. I'm using really long words and I don't think I need to. But yeah, a bit more oomph on that wing. Plus, I think he's also good at set pieces, Carter, as well. So it'd be handy to have him out there. That's actually one thing I've not sorted out this season yet is set piece takers. So I will look at that at some point too. We've crossed the hour mark and we've not really had any more chances. Let's whack this back on extended. We still haven't had more chances, which is a little bit worrying. Let's have a look at the old instructions here. So if I go a little bit wider... turn that off. We'll do the overlaps. Low crosses. Turn that up. Definitely turn this up. That's something I need to do from the start, actually. is turn that up, because that is somewhere where we struggle. Counter, distribute quickly. We'll turn that one on too. And then out of possession, bump that up, bump that up, bump that down. There we go. Play ball. Second sub, we're going to bring Hazel off. We're going to bring Grimes on. Halovac, that's a very nice first touch. Very nice first touch. Finds Carter. Wants to run. Has to go backwards. Downs now. Across to Torres. Into Hazel. Forward to Makengo. The referee seems to be playing everyone onside right now. Not quite sure what's going on there. I've never seen a referee get that far forward of play before. Hazel now. Sprays it to Carter. Chance here. You watch Durl at this... Watch Durl on this near side here. He's ghosting into position. So when the cross comes in... Okay, it was Makengo that time, but I've seen it before where the guy ghosts in at the back post and just tucks it away nicely. That could have been a chance there. Pretty good ball from Carter. You can see he's kind of stabbed at it. Makengo's header actually looked very close from that angle compared to the other side. Good opportunity. We've got 10 minutes to go, so I'm going to make a tactical tweak here. So we've got Grimes has come on, but I'm going to swap him with Downs. Move Downs there, Makengo there. I'm going to bring Garnett on for Downs to play as a poacher. So we've got a target man and a poacher. Still got the wingers, that's fine. Grimes can actually play as a ball winner, but I'm going to set you to support rather than defend. Can I bump these guys further up? Wing back set to attack. Wing back set to attack. Durl here. I want to be a winger also set to attack actually. Same with Carter. There we are. I don't think I needed to put all these on personal actually, but I've done it now. Central midfielder set to attack. Go out there and make a difference, Evan. Here we go. Long ball forward. Carter heads it on. Not really where that should have gone. Long ball forward from them. Anchor, that's a nice flick to Makengo. Now Durl. He plays it over the top for Downs. Lays it into the channel. Makengo running onto it. There's the goal. First goal of the season. Michael Makengo. That was a beautiful through ball actually from Downs. All of these tactical changes that I've just set up were designed to make a breakthrough, and we've just done it without all that. But I'm going to stick with the change anyway, you never know. Nice ball from Durl there to Downs. Makengo running off the defender's shoulder. Breaks through. Left-footed finish round the goalkeeper. Beautifully tucked into that bottom corner. I am very happy with that goal. Do I want to confirm the tactical changes still? Yes, I do. Lost my cursor briefly there. So Garnett is on for Downs. Downs I wanted to bring off anyway because he was getting fatigued and he's on a yellow card. So just wanted a little bit of a safety net. Now let's see what the lads can do here. So we got Parsons with his lime green headband. I think we've played against him before. Or played against someone with the same hairstyle anyway. Connor now, he finds Fitzhugh in the channel. And that's a good save from Madge. I say good save. Basically just passed it to him. But I'm going to say good save. Pretty decent debut. 6.9 for Madge. Torres with the long ball over. Makengo, I think, was onside there. He's got another opportunity. Oh, defender comes in. Oh, but there's Garnett with the second. Now, that's gone down as a Makengo assist, but I don't know if he meant it. What a ball this is, by the way, from Torres. Free kick to us. Again, Makengo just peels off his man. He is onside. No worries there. Chests it down. The defender does make a good recovery. And then Garnett just smashes it into the empty net. I think Makengo was a bit stuck there because I don't know if he is actually left-footed, but the finish on his left foot suggests that he might be. So he was on his weaker foot there, if that is the case. And he did look a little uncertain on what to do, but the defender kind of made it easy for him in the end by just knocking it sideways. Keeper had committed. And yeah, Garnett with an empty net to tap into. Here's Argent now taking it to the corner. He's whipped it across, and that's 3-0. Garnett again. Second goal of the game for him. Brilliant. Lovely cross as well from Argent. This low cross setup is really, really effective in this moment. Look at this. Just whips it across near post. I think it took a deflection off the defender, but I don't really care about that because it's Garnett's goal regardless. And yeah, 3-0 just like that. Bam, bam, bam. We scored, was it 3 goals in 5 minutes? Is that what's happened here? Yeah, 81, 83, 85. Not bad. That's their first chance in anger from Gareth Evans. Smashes it over the top. Not too fussed about that one either. Overall, pretty good game for us. We're almost at the end. Halovac with the ball over the top. I think he's just passed that to the goalkeeper, to be honest. I am going to switch this back to Key, because we are going to play a second game today, if we can. First home game of the season as well. Cooper across here to Fitzhugh. He goes forward to Crook. Bit of a gap there in the midfield. Might need to look into that. I think it's because we've got both centre midfielders now committing forward as well. Grimes we could potentially tell to sit back a little deeper, but I mean that's good covering from Halovac, so I'm not too worried right now. Makengo, yeah, causing trouble there. Garnett could have potentially got that, but it just evaded him. Fitzhugh now with the cross. There's the shot. Oh, and there's the goal. Bradley Parsons. Well, that tells me that I need to tell the lads to settle down slightly. Let's go. Turn that off. Time wasting. Let's do frequent. Why not? We'll turn that off. We'll turn that off. Transitional. Hold shape. Regroup. Slow pace down. No worries. We're going to leave this stuff, but we're going to bring the defensive line back. Stay on feet. All right. We're basically going to bully them for the last couple of minutes. Bit disappointing that that goal was allowed to happen, basically. The ball here to Fitzhugh. It looked as though we dealt with it, but cross came in. And to be honest, that I put that down as keeper error. I don't think a keeper should ever be beaten at their near post like that. So a little bit disappointed by that one, but yeah, it kind of is what it is. That is full time though. Not bad. Shame about the clean sheet, but really good performance from the two strikers. Shows that we're not just relying on Onwuachu now. We've got Garnett and Makengo Makengo. Don't know what I was saying there. We got Garnett and Makengo both showing that they can get on the score sheet. Makengo there, that is a brilliant debut, to be honest. That is an excellent debut. He ran the line. He looks mobile as well as strong. Shook off his defender twice. Created a goal as well as scored one. What more can you say? So I'm going to go through now into the second match. And we will join us right now. And this is game number 2. I've already made some changes to the lineup here. We are playing, is it Sarat? I don't know how you say it, but that's who we're playing. And I've made some tweaks to the starting lineup, which some of you might have already noticed. So in goal, we've now got Madge, still. No change there. Back 4 now is Hilton, Jones, Torres, and Kabaya. I started playing Kabaya a lot more during pre-season. He actually did pretty well. So I thought, I need to hold on to him anyway, keep him happy because we need another right back. So we've got Halovac, who's not ours. He's on loan. So the only right back we've actually got who is ours is, we've got Kabaya. And we've also got Downs, who's also on loan. So, yeah, Kabaya is the only right back we've got who actually belongs to us. So wanted to keep him happy, and why not give him some match time because he might do well. Torres can play right back, but he's actually been doing really well in the centre here, so kind of want to keep him there. Midfield duo, we got Grimes and Downs, keeping Downs in the ball-winning midfield role, but we've got Grimes now in the box-to-box. Advanced midfield, we've got Mills, Hazel, and Carter. Hughes Mason did pick up a slight groin injury, so we've just brought Carter in for straight swap. Mills swapping in for Durl seemed like a good thing. Durl didn't really do that well. He played a role in one of the goals, but that was about it. And then we've got Garnett up front, who is not going to play as a deep lying forward. He is going to play as a advanced forward set to attack. There we go. I'm going to change the team instructions while I'm here as well, because I do want us to actually start as we mean to go on. Because it takes me a while to remember that I haven't changed the team instructions. So I might as well do it now. And then I won't forget. There we go. And we force the opposition outside. And there we are. Right. Bench is Argent, Marks, Egbo, Omen, who's a reserve player. Michael Omen, who is a real-life Hatfield player, by the way. But he was in the reserve squad, got promoted for this season. And then Makengo. We have lost Maswala. Maswala left between matches. So, yeah, definitely need to keep... actually, we could put Harwood on the bench, but I'm going to stick with Omen because he was the first one I chose, and I don't think we've seen him yet this series, so I do want to give everyone a chance, like I said before, and that includes Theoharis playing at left back. He has done that. He played most of the end of last season actually at left back, and you know, Bartuk's played in midfield before, and we've got Obiachina here who needs to play at some point as well. So there's a little bit of shuffling around to do still. If there are some players who are missing from here, by the way, they've just been moved into the reserve team just so they can get some first team, well, not first team football, but just regular football, basically, rather than clogging up the senior squad. Because it makes it a little bit easier to navigate this. So, you know, Obiachina, for example, I'm going to do it now so I don't forget. Just moving him into the under-23s. He will get promoted again as the series goes on, but just for now, it just means they get football, and it means I get a slightly clearer first team squad page to look at. But yeah, let's get into match number 2 then. Only 8 players now, lacking tactical familiarity, which is a lot better than what we had before. First home game of the season then. Not recognising anyone in the UA team. Did I say their manager was Laura McCall then? That's cool if they got a female manager. Definitely need to see more of that in the men's game. Definitely. Emma Hayes was supposed to be the first one, but she's doing a very good job at Chelsea women right now, so I can see why she wouldn't want to switch over. And I think, was it Hope Powell was meant to switch over at one point, and it would be good to see more female managers in the men's game, just like there's lots of male managers in the women's game. I think it's only right that, you know, if you're a good manager, it doesn't matter what gender you are. Genuinely thought Mills was going to have a shot then, but he passed it across to Kabaya. Oh, Kabaya's had a shot, though. Just over the top of the bar. That was a real curler there from Victory Kabaya, who I believe... That was something else I was going to talk about. Hatfield won at the weekend. They played Welwyn Garden City under-23s and won 3-1. Hatfield had 2 players sent off. Welwyn Garden had 1 player sent off. Kabaya was one of the players who got sent off. However, he... quite harshly, I feel, was sent off for being the last man. But I think there was cover, so I don't know if he should have been red-carded. But I don't even think it was a foul from certain times watching the replay. I've watched it a couple of times, and I just don't see it myself. Oh, Mills. There you go. Adam Mills, first goal for the club, I think. First competitive goal. Is it? Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Didn't say it was. But yeah, Kabaya's red card was very, very harsh. The second red card for Hatfield, I think, it was for violent conduct. And yeah, I think the less said about that, the better. Lovely 1-2 there between Hilton and Mills. Brilliant finish. Played chicken with the keeper and just slotted it underneath him. Good stuff. But yeah, the Welwyn Garden red card was for 2 yellows. And to be honest, the second challenge, from certain angles as well, looked like it could have been a red card alone. So yeah, I think the referee had a very interesting game. But Hatfield won 3-1. 2 goals from Vieira, Luis Vieira. And I'm trying to remember who got the other one. Actually, was it 2 goals from Vieira? He got one of them at least. But they were good goals. They were all very, very good goals. So, good job, Stagz. The performances are getting there now. The season is coming to an end, sadly. But I think with a good summer under their belts and, you know, given an opportunity to rebuild the squad, Ray can do some good things next year. So, fingers crossed on that one. I will try and get to more Hatfield games this coming season as well. I said that last season, I know, but I mean it this time. The fact I did get to some games this season, which is more than I could say about last season. So, yeah. Grimes, free kick. Smashed it straight in the top corner. He had his little sighter in the first half. You saw it. He hit the post. This time, no mistake. Right in the top corner. That was an absolute beauty. Pretty much the same position as well. Oh, right on the postage stamp as well. That is an absolute stunner of a goal. Excellent stuff. Right. Jones, sub off. We're going to bring Marks on, first of all, for his second debut. and also because Jones is looking a little bit fatigued, and I don't want to push the squad too hard, especially this early in the season. We're only 2 games in, and rotation is part of the game now. It's something. Oh wow, that's a strike from O'Donnell there. Rotation is something that I promised I would do. Give every player a chance. Didn't really do it much in Season 2 because I was kind of pushing for the promotion that we arguably should have got in Season 1. But now I've got a better idea as to who's playing and what positions are best and things like that. Hilton got turned way too easily there. I thought might as well... Always forget to hit confirm changes. Might as well start rotating and give some of the reserve players more of an opportunity. Speaking of, Garnett off, Makengo on. I think the final change is probably going to be Carter off. We'll bring Oman on for his debut. Can't remember if he's more left-sided or right-sided. I think he's more left-sided, but we'll give him a go on the right. You never know. Carter there. I don't like those outside near-post headers because you're either flicking it on, which means you're taking most of the power out of it anyway, or you do what he did there, which is you flick it over, which means you've taken all of the opportunity out of it there. Mills infield to Grimes. Cross to Makengo. Forward to Carter. Shooting opportunity for Carter. Oh, he's just gone for power there. I think that's my mind made up, to be honest. Bring Oman on. This here was a really good opportunity. Great ball. Good run from Carter. Good first touch. And then he's just smashed it off the post. And, yeah. Chance gone. So, Oman is on. I'm going to see about... Is he a winger or is he an inverted winger? He is an inverted winger. There you go. Set to support. Let's see what he can do. O'Donnell on the ball right now. Infield to Duckett. Back out towards O'Donnell. Hilton tracking. Challenge would be nice. Played infield. Oh, that's poor from... Who's that? 20... No. I thought I saw 22 then, but we haven't got a 22. Downs with the header away at least. Makengo now on the ball. He's got runners going past, one of which is Mills. Chance on here. Also got Hazel running into the box right now. Mills keeps hold of it for a little bit longer. He's a bit lost, although he's got the cross in. Hacked away at the near post. Hilton will recycle it. Plays it infield to Grimes. Forward to Mills. Into the channel for Hazel. First time shot. Oh, he's just done what O'Donnell's done. That looked like it had a bit of reverse swerve on it, that goal from Hazel. First time shot. Excellent finish. Again, you could say... Whoops, nearly kicked a box off my desk then. You could say he's hit that straight at the goalkeeper. But if you look at the swerve on the shot... It ends up going over the keeper's shoulder pretty much. And you've seen this in the Premier League as well. The keeper goes to save it and the ball just moves so much that it's past them before they realise. And there you go. Nice 3-1 win. I was a bit nervous when it went to 2-1, but we buckled down. And that's 6 goals scored in our first 2 games. We have conceded twice, but 6 goals in your first 2 games you can't really complain about. Good performances. Hazel there with the 8.0. Hilton with a 7.4. I don't know about that one, actually, because he let his man go for their goal. He got turned way too easily. Grimes with a 7.9. Kabaya with a 6.6. He got booked as well. I think it's a little harsh on him. I mean, Downs got booked and he's on a 6.7. Oman didn't get a match rating. He wasn't on long enough, sadly. But yeah, Garnett on a 6.2 and Carter on a 6.3. Bit concerned about those two. So, Garnett I'm not that worried about because, as I said, we got options up front. Onwuachu hasn't even played yet this season. So, he's played pre-season, but he's not played competitively. So, we got him to bring in still. And Carter, I mean, he's on loan. So, I might start looking at another right winger that we can bring, even if it's someone bringing through from the reserves. I'll have a little look and see what we can do there. The main thing is we've got multiple players who can play in multiple positions. So I am not too worried still. But yeah, that'll do it for this episode, guys. Season 3, well and truly underway. I'm going to carry on playing off camera. Next week will likely be a stream. Purely because I'm away over the weekend. So I'm not going to have much time to get an episode recorded for next week. So I'll probably be streaming it. It might be a full 90-minute. It might be what we did last time out, which was just a couple of matches in the stream. We will see. I would like to get the highlights going again though, so it will likely be a a full 90-minute game. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you enjoyed the series so far. Drop those comments down below with ideas for, you know, tactics, all that good thing. If you've got any ideas for how to implement the Moneyball system as well, feel free to drop those down below too. That's always appreciated. Otherwise, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit a subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Do check out Hatfield Town's YouTube channel as well. Link should be in the description down below, as well as all their social media channels. Aiden did a vlog of their 3-1 win against Welwyn Garden City under-23s, which I've not checked out myself. Yeah, actually, I'm going to do that after I've recorded this, I think. But do check that out as well. Drop them a like, drop them a subscribe. That's very, very much appreciated as well. And yeah, until next time, I will see you soon.